Coming up on 12 News Weekend Edition, a fatal car accident kills 4 in Doddridge County. Plus, Marion County residents rally for the Freedom to Vote Act. We'll check that out in just a bit.
We saw lots of showers earlier, but things are drying up, and we'll continue to see dry conditions throughout the rest of the evening. Storm Tracker 12 has more in your full forecast ahead on 12 News Weekend Edition.
Working for you. This is WBOI, now in high definition. 12 News Weekend Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to 12 News Weekend Edition. I'm Jake Ostrov. Let's take a look now at your first forecast. Alexandra Bunn is standing by in the Storm Tracker 12 Weather Lab with more. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Jake. Conditions are looking mostly dry across the region right now. Temperatures are in the 50s, reaching the lower 60s. 54 over in Elkins, 59 over in Morgantown, 59 over in West Union, 61 over in Ellenboro. Mostly dry, a few clouds in the sky, but mostly clear as well. We are seeing a few wind gusts, and temperatures are a lot cooler than we were seeing these past few days. So bring out the sweaters and the warm beverages. It's pretty cold today and will continue to be throughout the next few days. Throughout the rest of the evening, temperatures will be dropping down into the 40s. Around 7 p.m. in the 50s, dropping down lower throughout the evening. Back to you.
A vehicle accident in Doddridge County has killed 4 people. The incident happened around 8:30 p.m. on Friday along Route 50 at the intersection of Doe Run Road. After a preliminary investigation done by the Doddridge County Sheriff's Office, it was determined that a FedEx truck driving on Route 50 collided with a Chevrolet as it was turning onto the highway. The collision resulted in 4 fatalities: the driver of the FedEx truck, the driver of the Chevrolet, and 2 other passengers in the car. The investigation is still ongoing, and the identification of the individuals killed in the wreck is being withheld until their families are notified. Sheriff's deputies arrested a Virginia man they say sexually abused a woman at a Randolph County motel. Deputies with the Randolph County Sheriff's Department say 72-year-old Robert Springer of Chesapeake was drinking alcohol with a woman at a room at the Elkins Inn and Suites on Friday. At one point, deputies say Springer began inappropriately touching the woman without her permission. Court documents go on to say that the woman told Springer to stop multiple times. He has been charged with first-degree sexual abuse. After an increase in active COVID cases yesterday, there was a decrease in today's report. According to the DHHR, there are 10,017 active cases throughout the state, 196 fewer than yesterday. After 60 deaths were reported on Friday, no new deaths were reported today. The total number of deaths since the start of the pandemic sits at 4,108. There are currently 785 people in the hospital due to COVID-19, over 600 of which were unvaccinated. 50.2% of West Virginians are fully vaccinated against COVID, with over 35,500 residents receiving a 3rd booster shot. Now, speaking of booster shots, an FDA advisory panel has recommended a Johnson & Johnson booster shot, but questions remain about mixing and matching vaccine dosage. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez reports.
Marking another major step in the booster battle, today an FDA advisory panel voted unanimously to recommend authorizing an extra shot for Johnson & Johnson's vaccine for anyone 18 and older, at least 2 months after the initial dose. Regulators did not see any evidence of serious safety concerns, but noted they weren't given enough time to independently review much of J&J's data.
We are seeing that people who receive the Johnson & Johnson vaccine have a slightly higher risk of severe disease, hospitalization, and death versus people who got the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine. So I do think an additional dose is warranted for people who got 1 dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
The vote comes after the panel unanimously recommended the use of a half-dose Moderna booster for many Americans yesterday. The FDA itself typically follows the panel's advice and is expected to rule on both boosters within days before the CDC would sign off. A confusing process for many Americans because it usually plays out away from the spotlight.
I think this is an unprecedented, historic situation that the American public is so intimately aware of.
The panel also discussed whether it's okay to mix and match vaccines. For example, getting a Moderna booster if you got a J&J initial dose. The advisors haven't yet voted on a position, but indicated there is a robust antibody response, no matter which booster you get. Still, there's some skepticism. This woman got 2 Pfizer shots and doesn't want another.
Because every 6 months or 3 months, they're going to keep giving me a new needle. No, I'm not a pincushion.
Late today, the CDC put out updated guidance for the holidays, recommending people delay traveling until they're fully vaccinated, stressing that outdoors is safer than indoors, and urging people who are sick or have symptoms not to host or attend a gathering.
The West Virginia House of Delegates has passed Governor Justice's COVID-19 vaccine exemption bill. The bill, which would exempt businesses from requiring vaccine requirements to certain people for religious and medical reasons, passed 68-30. If passed by the state Senate, workers would need signed documentation by a doctor or a notarized certification about their religious beliefs. Debate on the House floor went for almost 2 hours. The bill now moves on to the state Senate. Several different community members in favor of the Freedom to Vote Act rallied together in Fairmont this morning. Rally members, including students, union members, veterans, and former Secretary of State Natalie Tennant, came together to show support for U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, who is the co-sponsor of the bill. The bill aims to set national guidelines on the right to vote, how money influences politics, and partisan gerrymandering.
I'm out here because I see the state that our country is in right now, and it absolutely terrifies me. Faith in our elections is dropping, voter participation is dropping, and corruption is running rampant at all levels of government. So I'm out here to clean it up.
The Senate is expected to take a procedural vote of the bill on Wednesday. Coming up on 12 News Weekend Edition, pets across Harrison County got their shots today thanks to the local animal control. We'll check that out, plus your full forecast, and coming up in just a bit. But first, a check on sports with Abby Backensoe. What's up, Abby?
Well, Jake, in case anyone missed it Friday night in Friday night's action, we'll take a look at catch and coverage of the week plays coming up inside the 12 Sports Zone. That after the break. Stay with us.
Our freedoms are worth protecting and defending. That's why I joined the Army. But I didn't serve to see billionaires run our country. And when politicians make it harder to vote, I take it personally. Senator Manchin won't have it either. He won't let the old ways of Washington stop him from doing what's right. He's got a plan to crack down on corruption, end dark money, and secure our elections. Thank you, Senator. That's the kind of leadership we deserve.
I decided to take over all sports. Because I'm here to announce the launching of my Caesars app! Oh yeah, an app! Yeah! Sound the bells. Release the doves and put some respect on Caesar's name!
Change. It's part of our world. Inspired by the love of Christ, 100 years ago, the Palatine Sisters brought quality health care to our community and changed our lives forever. Since then, St. Joseph's Hospital has innovated, progressed, transformed to provide the best medical care now and for future generations. This is St. Joseph's Hospital, embracing change for 100 years and for years to come.
Visit WBOY.com for this week's half-off Hump Day deal. Get $50 worth of gift cards for only $25. At IHOP, from now through Halloween, enjoy Reese's Pieces pancakes, peanut butter cocoa, the Monster Mummy burrito, and Scary Face pancakes. IHOP, where all the good food and fun is, and happy hour is every day from 2 to 10 p.m. Go to WBOY.com every Wednesday at 7 a.m. for your new half-off Hump Day deal.
Don't fight the insurance companies alone. The Miley Legal Group will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Visit MileyLegal.com today and get the tiger on your side.
Working for you, this is 12 News Weekend Edition.
Welcome back. Cats and dogs from all across north central West Virginia came to Harrison County Animal Control today for their 8th annual vaccination clinic. The clinic gave out normal yearly vaccines for $15 and rabies vaccines for $8 to felines and canines of all ages. All cats and dogs must be vaccinated for rabies, according to West Virginia state law. Officials with the clinic are happy to help offset costs, and our happy residents understand the importance of their pets' annual vaccines.
You know, it's great because I feel like everybody could use a little help in these times, and this is a much less expensive way for them to get this taken care of.
Rabies is the biggest one. It is a fatal disease, and it is something that can be transmitted to humans. So if your dog gets bit and gets infected, they can give that disease to you.
Officials with the clinic say they usually see about 200 patients for their annual clinic. The Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center and the Clarksburg History Museum partnered up for a spooky documentary this afternoon. Romeo Must Hang, the Harry Powers documentary, was shown at the theater, showcasing the life of serial killer Harry Powers and his murder farm in Quiet Dell. After the show, event goers were able to have a Q&A with the producers and directors of the show and took a ride out to where the murder farm was located. Officials from the Clarksburg History Museum say that with Halloween right around the corner, it was a perfect time for the scary show.
There's a lot of interest nowadays in true crime stories, so we thought it would be a good idea to tell about one of the earliest serial killers, that lived in this area.
Along with everything on Saturday, the Clarksburg History Museum has also opened an exhibit showcasing the life of Harry Powers.
Now, the area's most accurate forecast. Storm Tracker 12 weather. Certified storm ready and powered by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, the official cleaning and restoration company of the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Across the region right now, we're seeing temperatures in the 50s, reaching 60 over in some counties. Mostly 50s though, dry conditions across the region. We're seeing a few clouds, but overall mostly sunny across the region. It is feeling a lot cooler though, so make sure to bring out your sweaters and the warm beverages, as cooler temperatures are going to be sticking through us throughout the remainder of the week. As we did see some rain earlier today, leaves get really slick whenever they're out on the road, so as the leaves are starting to fall, make sure you're driving carefully on the roads, as it can be just as slick as it would be if you're driving on ice. So slow down and be careful if you're out on the roads, and grab a jacket since it'll be pretty chilly the next few days. Lows will be dropping down into the 40s throughout the remainder of the evening. Around 7 p.m. temperatures will be in the 50s. We are going to see clouds moving in, and those will stick with us throughout the remainder of the evening and into the rest of the morning for tomorrow. Over in Fairmont, we're seeing the cloudy skies coming in. Sunset will be happening pretty soon. Traffic's moving freely over there, looking pretty calm and lovely out there. For tomorrow, high temperatures will be in the 50s and 60s as well. And we can expect to see low temperatures tonight dropping down into the 40s and even the 30s in some areas, like over in the higher elevations in Elkins and around Davis. Pretty calm conditions though. And for tomorrow, mostly sunny skies are expected. Taking a look at our predictor, we are seeing dry conditions in most areas across the regions, maybe a few light showers, but just a couple raindrops. Throughout the rest of the evening, dry conditions will be happening with clouds coming in early hours of the morning tomorrow. Mostly clear, continuing throughout the later early morning. In the evening, clouds will be moving through tomorrow, mostly sunny on Sunday. We can expect sunny skies throughout Tuesday and Wednesday. We do have some shower chances on Thursday. So tonight, mostly dry conditions. Temperatures will be in the 60s, 50s for tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. We can expect temperatures to be dropping down into the 40s overnight throughout the rest of the week, mostly sunny skies for the next few days ahead. We do have shower chances on Thursday, though, but clear by Friday for us.
Well, it seems like fall's finally here, and that means that it's turning to that busy time for college athletics, that intersection at the end of fall season and the beginning of winter sports. A lot going on with the Mountaineers. Now here's Angelica Trinone with your Mountaineer Minute.
Action continued in Kalamazoo on Saturday afternoon for number 21 WVU men's soccer. And just like that, Dan Stratford's team is back to its winning ways, defeating Western Michigan 2-1. Now the home team found the back of the net first in the 72nd minute, but the Mountaineers stormed back. Ike Swagger's goal in the 76th was the equalizer, and Ryan Crooks in the 88th was the game winner. Up next for number 21 WVU, a trip to Kentucky to face the Wildcats on Tuesday. The men's hoop season is right around the corner, and this year Isaiah Cottrell has plenty to prove. He only played in 10 games last season before suffering an Achilles injury, but Cottrell says now he's fully back, and he looked it on Friday night, putting up 16 points in the gold-blue debut.
I think I was starting to come along really well towards the end of the year, or towards the end of when I got hurt. I don't think a lot of people got to see as much as I could have shown due to play time and things like that, and just trying to get used to college basketball. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for this year to show what I can do and things like that.
Cottrell and the Mountaineers begin the new season on November 9th versus Oakland. And hey, if you missed any of those highlights from the Gold Blue debut last night, make sure to head on over to goldandbluenation.com. That's the latest on the Mountaineers here in Morgantown. I'm Angelica Trinone.
Today's Mountaineer Minute Report is brought to you by Higginbottom and Higginbottom.
Our son was in a very bad automobile accident, was in the ICU, the pediatric ICU for several days. We got Sean's name and called Higginbottom and Higginbottom. Sean actually came to our home. We were treated wonderfully. Very, very happy with how it all turned out, and happy to say that our son's condition has improved.
Where we make your bad situation better, Higginbottom and Higginbottom.
If you're looking to sell a house or buy a dream home, make the smart move. McNeely Realty Group is the winning team that you need.
Our passion for helping people is what we do best.
Call the winning team and make the smart move with McNeely Realty Group.
When you need care, you need it fast. But you need it done with a gentle hand. We make caring an active choice, so you feel it the moment you walk in the door or when you log in. Urgent caring means we always listen to your needs and put you at ease. No matter what you walk in for, we'll make getting better feel better. It's what we do, because every chance we get is a chance to show we care. MedExpress. Urgent caring. Country roads can take you to heavenly views. Blazing fall colors, the backdrop to glorious adventure. It's a getaway that will take your breath away, and it's everything you've been longing for. See where country roads can take you at wvtourism.com.
If you're looking to sell a house or buy a dream home, make the smart move. McNeely Realty Group is the winning team that you need.
Our passion for helping people is what we do best.
Call the winning team and make the smart move with McNeely Realty Group.
It's time to mow like a pro with a Spartan. Thoughtfully built, 3-year warranty, competitive pricing. Experience the Spartan Advantage at Mahindra of Clarksburg.
What drives you? Shop Toyota for legendary safety and reliability. Toyota, let's go places.
Toyota was named the best resale value brand by Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com for 2021, with 5 models named best in class, including Camry, best midsize car, Sienna, best minivan, RAV4 Hybrid, best hybrid car, Tacoma, best midsize pickup truck, and Tundra, best full-size pickup truck. For the best in value, there's only one place to go. Toyota. Let's go places.
And now it's time for the 12 Sports Zone, brought to you by Toyota.
The I-79 Barrel Classic went down in Philippi this afternoon. Big Mountain East Conference rivalry between Alderson Broaddus and Glenville State. The Battlers with a good start in this one defensively. AB strips Glenville State quarterback DeAndre Clayton here. Then AB actually comes away with it. Of course, the Battlers excited about that start. Battlers ball now. They actually fumble here. Good thing former Lincoln standout Peyton Hawkins falls on it. Good play for the freshman there. Still AB ball. The Battlers with a chance to score here now, and they'll do it. Anthony Billups for the 2-yard score. Alderson Broadus takes its first lead of the season actually right here, 7-0. Still in the first quarter, Glenville State answers though. Alfred Menjor takes it 10 yards to the house. It's all tied up 7-7. Second quarter, all Glenville State. They put 2 more scores on the board and lead AB 21-7 at the halftime break. AB makes this one competitive, though. This rivalry always brings out the best in both teams. Pioneers come out on top 35-21, the final score in Philippi. 2 other local MEC teams played this afternoon. Fairmont State falls to West Liberty on the road, 52-31 that final. Falcons fall to 3-4 on the season, and West Virginia Wesleyan suffers a loss on the road as well to 14-ranked Notre Dame. Bobcats fall 52-14, and this Wesleyan team has yet to come away with a win this season as they fall to 0-7. And a couple of perennial NFL powers, the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers, clash this week on Sunday Night Football. The gang from Football Night in America gives us a preview.
Sunday Night Football is a Super Bowl 40 rematch, but Seattle does not have Russell Wilson for the first time in a decade. Geno Smith will start for the Seahawks.
I like Geno Smith and the Seahawks next week against the Steelers. I know that sounds crazy, but for a guy who came into this league highly touted, had some issues, has been a backup now for a while, I know they're really excited about him there. He's had a great offseason, came in and played very well the other night. I think he takes the next step and gets them the victory next week.
And for the Steelers, I know they're excited. The offensive line starting to play like they need them to play. 147 yards rushing last week. That is the key to Steeler football to me. They get a balanced offense. They're going to be tough to handle.
Terrible towels will be waving.
Yes.
The Steelers and the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. It begins with Football Night in America at 7 Eastern.
The Catch of the Week is brought to you by Salem University. Built on tradition, focused on the future.
A lot of action from Friday night, including 3 great catches. Let's take a look at those. First one is RCB's Jeremiah King. We're used to him on the ground, but take a look at this catch. Gets up there in traffic. Got to watch this one in slow-mo. What a catch by Jeremiah King. Next catch comes from Kingwood. Look at this play. Kicks tipped here, then Riley Land gets a hand on it, makes the catch. What a play. This one also awesome in slow-mo as Land shows his athleticism. Now to a catch from Rachel. Brody Hall sends a pass, and Landon Fry is there to get it before it hits the ground. Nice catch here by Fry, and the Huskies win on Friday.
Time now for the Stan CAMEON Insurance Coverage of the Week.
Time for our Coverage of the Week segment. Some great defensive plays this week as well. Which 2 rose to the top? Let's take a look at those. First one comes from Morgantown, where Bobby Powell absolutely robs a touchdown here. Watch him get up there, intercept this ball. Really nice play here by the Mohegans for Powell. And next we have another interception in the end zone here. What a play by Latrell Jones of Robert C. Byrd. A dart of a ball. He gets his hands on it to stop the touchdown there. And don't go anywhere. A final check on your forecast coming up right after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is Mac and my mom. Come and see us at Joe Romeo's I-79 Honda. We're home of men's and women's best deal. Joe Romeo's I-79 Honda, exit 155 in Morgantown.
He really wants me to buy this gun. What's going to happen if I do?
That gun you bought, now 2 people are dead.
Grandma, where are they taking her?
Don't buy a gun for someone who can't.
With all that's going on, I think now is a great time for a smile break. hope that gave you a smile. Stay well.
With more than 60,000 views in its debut week, Paranormal West Virginia is back. Join WBOY's own Shayla Klein and Shyla Parsons on a statewide road trip for all things haunted, mysterious, and paranormal.
We do have villages that were on the island, documented, archaeologically dug, so we do have Native American presence on the island.
Tune in to 12 News at 5 every Friday for the latest in this spooky October series.
At Joe Romeo's I-79 Honda, we're proud of what we sell.
We know that Honda is all about safety, reliability, comfort, and design.
We listen and help you through the process, online and in our showroom.
We make car buying fun.
Welcome back. Before we go, here is Alexandra with your final forecast.
It's going to look dry tonight with some clouds rolling in. We saw rain earlier today, but things cleared up, and it is a lot cooler though than when we saw last week. We can expect to see temperatures dropping down into the 50s around 7, continuing to drop down into the lower 40s throughout the remainder of the evening. Clouds will stick with us, possibly some fog in the early hours of the morning. For the rest of the week, temperatures will be in the 40s and 50s.
Well,
Great,
it looks like it.
Finally fall weather, though,
That's what I
right?
was
We've
gonna
been
say, right?
saying this for so long, so finally, it's fall.
It rained once.
Skies, too.
Happy fall, y'all. That's all we gotta say.
It's fall, y'all. Well, that's all the time we have on this Weekend Edition. Thanks for joining us.